Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, today's Memorial Day, and it's a time to honor our fallen heroes who've died in wars, both foreign and domestic, and just for us to remember those that were lost. So if you have a veteran out there, make sure you thank them for their service. Also, guys, I wanted to talk about the story. This story happened a couple weekends ago, and I meant to do it, but it got lost in a lot of other stories that I'm trying to catch up with. And this is the story about 18-year-old Genesis Rice. Genesis Rice was a mother out of South Carolina, Simpsonville to be exact, and she really was trying to, head in the right direction. She had her own place, a couple of children, and she had a car. She was trying to get ahead, but she made one fatal mistake, and it's picking the wrong type of dude to be with. And that gentleman is this guy right here, Akevius Daquan Lindsay, 22 years old. Miss Rice is 18 years old. Now, not much of an age difference dealing with young people, but it has a lot to do with the mindset of these two people that have come together. And it led to one being dead and the other one in jail. And this is a scenario we see all too often. People picking the wrong person to try to share their lives with. I'm going to play this video clip, giving you a little bit of backstory about the situation. Then we're going to come back and talk about it. Check this out.
Well, some emotional moments in court as the family of a young woman who was shot over the weekend spoke to the man accused of killing her.
The Simpsonville Police Department says Akevius Daquan Lindsay shot and killed Genesis Rice. Officers were called to Jasmine Cove apartment Sunday morning, where they found Genesis dead on her bed. The coroner says she was shot in the head. Now, Lindsay appeared in court this afternoon for an initial bond hearing. Genesis's parents spoke directly to him. They said Lindsay and their daughter shared a child together. Her father said his faith is carrying him through this time.
I pray that you get justice where justice is due. Think about Genesis. Think about the council said that we shouldn't even go in there because how brutal what happened to Genesis.
The judge denied Lindsay bond. He'll stay in the Greensville County Detention Center. A court record show Lindsay pleaded guilty to domestic violence charge out of Lawrence County for beating and strangling a woman who was 6 months pregnant. That was last October.
Well, guys, that was it. The sad case of what happened to Genesis Rice, 18 years old, Simpsonville, South Carolina. She's gone, left behind 2 children. One of the children she shared with this man right here, Mr. Lindsay, 22 years old. Left a family in mourning and 2 children without a mother. One of them without his father. Without the father as well. Like they said in the video, she was shot in the head and left in her bed. He ran out the house like a coward. This is something we see all too often. Domestic abuse. 2 young people with their lives ahead of them can't get on the right path together and move forward because one of them is carrying weight and dragging the other one down that's trying to do right. It's not always men. Sometimes it can be a woman that's dragging the man down. But this case right here is one that we see a lot. A lot. She should have never been with this dude. He's 4 years older than her. 18 years old, presumably should be out in the world already setting himself up. Hell, 22 years old, you graduating from college. You should have a mature mind already, somewhat walking in the direction you're supposed to go to build a legacy to where you can support a family like the one that you were trying to build before you even got on your goddamn feet. Anybody agree with that or disagree? When I was 22 years old, I had a head on my shoulders already. I did. I definitely knew not to put my hands on no female or woman. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby at that time. So I knew what my priorities were, like him. Far too often, people always Attract the opposite and try to build with it. You cannot build with somebody that's not on the same road as you. Even though y'all talk about walking in the same direction. That's a totally different lane. That's not even the same road. In the story, you seen he got 2 years probation for beating and strangling a 6-month pregnant woman. He did this, guys, in front of her because the girl was her friend in the car. He got into an argument on the interstate. They pulled a car over. Genesis arguing with Mr. Lindsay. The girl tried to get in between it because it started heating up. He grabs the girl, bangs up against the car several times, and chokes her. Reason why he got 2 years probation. Lindsay goes down there and tries to get the charges dropped against him. See that? Far too many times, people that are ticking time bombs explode. And a lot of times, the people that explode that they present the most danger to will cover up the explosion and stop it from, exploding to where they can get away from that person. I'm going to tell you something, ladies. You cannot save a man. He has to save himself. For real, he has to save himself. I'm going to leave you. There's another story about this where they go deep in depth and they show the parents and everything. And the people look like good folks. Look like good folks. She looked like she came from a good background. What was the name of them apartments? Jasmine Cove? Did you look at them? They looked like they was nice. They looked like they set her up to succeed. At 18 years old, they probably set her up with that apartment. Here come this loser, ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You got to leave these scrub dudes alone. Ain't got no car. What I talk about. Ain't got no car. One of the arguments was he damaged the car. He drove around in her shit. Ain't had no car. Ain't have his own fucking spot for his own baby. You understand what I'm saying? At her crib, and it costed her. He shot this woman in her head, left her in the house. I don't even know if the babies was there or not, and just ran away. Courting the next day. Did it on a Sunday, 2 Sundays ago. Sad. Sad. I'm telling you, I tell my son, my 2 sons down here that are older, listen, sex is for the accomplished. If your mind is on chasing girls and you ain't got your shit together, you on the wrong road. You leading your own path to destruction. Because kids are expensive. And so is taking care of somebody. If you chase money, you'll never have to worry about meeting women. Because your drive and ambition will attract them to you. It will. He was in the bond hearing, which they denied him bond. Good. The father of Genesis spoke straight to him, told him, hey, man, you ever think about your kid you got with her before you shot her in the fucking face? Did you think about her? Or any of us? Because they said, hey, we know him. We don't get in their business, but, we know. They never knew it was a history of domestic violence. This has been going on for a couple of years. Seriously. If a dude is doing that, and same thing with you fellas, you got a girl that is not helping you get in the right direction or is a distraction to you getting where you need to be and building your own legacy, get out. I'd rather hurt somebody else's feelings than lose my life. I would. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but feelings. Hell, most of the time, these type of people, they go on to the next one and forget all about you. He didn't have no regard for his child he had with her or her. And I told you, I did a video. Beware these type of dudes. A video about the kind of guys you don't let live with you. And I'll put it in one of these pop-ups at the end shortly. So some of you ladies that got stuff and then meet some that ain't got nothing, ain't the one for you. This guy right here, 22 years old. Don't know his head from a hole in the ground. No car. I don't know if he had a job. No vision. It's messed up. And it's something we always see. Nothing wrong with walking away. For real, it's nothing wrong. And you ain't the one that lost if you the one that called it off. Always remember that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the description box is a 5-minute video that goes more in depth how their relationship was. I suggest you go take a look at it. It's down in the description box. As always, enjoy your Memorial Day. Thank a veteran if you know one to see one in the street. And I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.